I'm heading out to a part of town called Cabbagetown to show you an absolutely brilliantly unique house. I saw it last week with my clients, fell in love with it, and normally what you see on YouTube channels are properties that are within the ultra luxury segment. You see houses for 7 million, 15 million, penthouses for 20, 25. They have this element of everybody wants to see that sort of thing. This is not an expensive house. It's priced under $1 million, and yet it's stunningly beautiful, absolutely unique. And this is it. There's a car that parked right in front of the building, which is a bit unfortunate, but you can still appreciate that it totally stands out. There's a couple of Victorian semis to its immediate left. Then there's a detached property to its right, which seems to be newer, and this house is smack in the middle. It's a part of this original structure on the left-hand side. Maybe in addition, there was a fairly wide gap between two houses, and somebody at some point decided to try and fit that in. Kind of resembles a small lunchbox that's been put on the side. It's tiny. Intriguing. It has a balcony with flowers, and once you see the inside, as I promised, you'll be absolutely blown away. Okay, so house tour time, and I'll give a little commentary as we go through it. The first thing that strikes you as you walk in is that there's a lot of wooden paneling everywhere. And it gives this house a particular feel when you look at it, but also it gives off a bit of a smell, especially if you open the front door and the back door at the same time and you allow for the breeze to pass through. It does feel like you're in a log cabin. It has this ambiance and it has this smell, so as the air wafting through the corridors of the house, you're definitely reminded that you're not in the middle of the city. But as soon as you open the front door, you're right in the center. A little closet right with the entrance. A tiny but fully functional powder room. There's lots of stairs, and at first it seems that you have to be navigating through the property, sort of moving sideways like a crab, but you quickly get used to the dimensions and the peculiarities of the property. Beautiful kitchen. Absolutely fully functional. It'd be a pleasure to cook here. The window leading to the backyard is to your left, so there's always natural sunlight coming in as you're cooking. Gas stove, which is always my preference, and I believe that anybody who cooks would prefer gas stove over electric. Large counter, lots of storage space in the kitchen as well, and the kitchen looks completely modern. Radiator heating, as you see, and exposed copper piping. You see it everywhere. All the little details that make this house so special. Look at all the wood everywhere. Fancy ceiling fans, not the regular kind that you buy at Home Depot. Wood, glass, and modernity when you look at the kitchen. Let's take a quick peek outside. We're still on the main level. Let's see what's happening in the backyard. Compact and beautiful. Exposed brick to the left. And this is the Victorian homes that are directly adjacent to this property that, remember in the picture from the outside, is squeezed in between a couple of row homes on the left and a detached newer house on the right. Beautiful space to either be by yourself, enjoy reading a book, entertain a few friends. Completely private. There are no windows that are looking at you, and anybody that would even attempt to look would be met with the greenery, which is, at least in the summer, completely impenetrable. Okay, back into the house. Okay, let's continue our moving operation, going through this property and showing what this is all about. Well, I'm tempted to go downstairs first. Look at the beautiful landing and the stairs. So much care went into this, and again, wood is everywhere. An alternative recounting of what this property reminds you of is a Swedish sauna, and the smell is here as well. Either a log cabin or a sauna. Either way you look at it, it feels relaxing. Another closet. As soon as you enter the basement, a beautifully renovated bathroom. And this is probably the main bathroom in the house because this is the largest space to put one in. Everything else is so tiny. We'll go through the other floors and you will see that there isn't a lot of room to put anything like that. But it has some special features upstairs as well. An alternate set of stairs leading to the main floor. Okay, so this is a mechanical portion of the property. All the mechanical components are here. The heating system, the electrical panel, which is, can't quite see. I'm assuming it's 100 amp, but don't quote me on that. Okay, so back at the entrance. This time around, we're gonna go over and up. Well, if one is adventurous, one could climb through this opening here onto the landing in between the main and the second floor. But we will take the proper way. Beautiful wooden stairs everywhere, once again. I fit in just fine in all the openings as I'm climbing the stairs. Okay, so this is, it's hard to call it with conventional names. Is it a family room, a living room, a rec room? Very well decorated. Again, everything is kept in congruency with the overall style of the house. Wooden panels, wooden shelving, gold accents with the hardware and the mirrors and their frames. Very cute artisanal lamp, or that's what it looks like. Okay, so let's just fix this up a little bit here, like that. Okay, so now it is a bit straighter than it used to be. Well, a couple of Japanese books. Well, this house is actually reminding me of what I saw in Japan. Minimalistic, beautifully appointed, and everything has its purpose. There's a sink here. You may think it's a bit out of place, but what if you want a gulp of water while spending your time in the rec room? Perfect place again to sit by the balcony and read a book or just look outside. So let's go outside actually. And again, from the calm and quiet of the house itself, you're walking out onto a relatively busy street. This is Shooter. Row houses across the street, row houses to the right, a detached to the left, and then this gem smack in the middle. I'm curious about that chair over there. Who is sitting there and why? And what are they looking at? It's right around the block. Anyways, the balcony is beautiful as well. It'd be great to have your morning coffee here and observe the streets and just do some people watching. Watch the cars go by. Going back in. hope I locked it, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll get back to this issue before leaving. What do we have behind this panel? Let's see. We have the European style washer and dryer in one. Very well positioned. And now actually, I have a perfect explanation as to why this sink is on the right hand side as well. This is not just drinking water once you feel exhausted after reading tough text in the chair or outside, but it's also for washing and folding and maybe rinsing some clothes. A few steps up, another living room or a rec room with another balcony facing the backyard this time around. This is a proper TV room though. And given the dimensions of the space itself, the TV is very close to the couch, all the furniture is well proportioned for the property, so everything is functional, fitting perfectly, and creates an amazingly calm ambiance. Look at this lamp. I wish somehow the smell of the house, this wonderful wooden smell, could translate. Look, the wooden planks on the floor. If you notice, the floors everywhere are slightly different, but one common element across all the floors in the house is the fact that they're all made out of wood. Look at how much light enters this room. The entire wall and the ceiling is made out of glass. So let's just step outside for a second and look at the backyard from this vantage point. Not entirely sure how to open this. Oh, it's easy. Like so. Fantastic. Greenery everywhere. I wish this were some sort of a fruit tree. You can almost reach and grab whatever it is that this fruit tree, if it were, would be bearing. And this is the look of the backyard. The neighbor's backyard looks very private and nice as well, so it's a pleasure to look at from the balcony. In fact, everywhere you lay your eyes, you see well organized, attended to spaces. I'm going back in. You wouldn't presume that I'd know how to close that net again. So we'll just lock this up and move along. So far, we've been on the basement level, the main level, the entertainment, rec room, family room, living room level. That's 3. This is level number 4, which is a TV room. And we're gonna move up to level number 5. Ooh, what is that? That's a bathtub. Level number 5, gotta remember that or else I'll lose count. And it's looking directly onto the street. So you have an option of engaging and entertaining the people walking outside by being butt naked in the bathtub, or you can pull down the curtains. They're blinds rather, everywhere in the window, so you can spend a minute, put the blinds down, and have complete privacy. Burn a couple of candles. Oh, this does look like a spa. And enjoy all the smells of the house while soaking in the bathtub. That's level 4 or 5. I already forget. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Let's go to level number 6. This is a bedroom on level number 6, which has its own powder room. 3 washrooms so far altogether. Level number 6, a bedroom. This looks like a queen-sized bed. It fits perfectly. I imagine that it'd be very difficult to get the furniture in here. But once it's in, it just fits. We got a closet. The door moves sideways. We got a closet and some storage room here. I'll move this way so that you can see what it looks like. There we go. Wooden beams, wooden panels everywhere. Okay, level number 6. Let's move up to the quite unexpected level number 7. What do you know? I couldn't have imagined a house in this area with 7 levels. Okay, this set of stairs is not for your inebriated friends. You have to be perfectly sober, agile, and don't have vertigo. Oh, this is level 7, and there's level 8 as well. This is a fantastic little office right here. Cozy. Like a cubicle, but not. Like at home, but also you could say that you're in the office. And if you happen to be on a Zoom call, I think this is a perfect setup for the background. And level 8, a loft. If your rowdy friends are playing music or reading poetry on one of the levels downstairs, you can actually spend some time here in this little retreat. Beautiful side couch. And we have another balcony. So let's just take a look at what's going on here. The only thing I wish the balcony could offer that'd be different is this AC unit. Instead of being smack in the middle and preventing direct access to the railing so you can look at the backyard, would be somewhere elevated, maybe on the roof or at least higher up on some brackets. I'm almost sure that it's possible to do. It would require a bit of work and some expenditure, but it would give you access to the railing. And you can look outside. Well, let's try to get as close to it as we can. So there we go. That's the last level. I frankly lost count. Was I talking about 7 levels? 8? Probably 7. Okay, so we're gonna lock this up. And that's it for this absolutely gorgeous house. This is my second time here. I'm as impressed the second time walking through this property as the first time. Okay, so let's conclude this tour. I turned the camera around as well, again, so that you could see what's happening as we making our way towards the exit. And look at this picture. I'm wondering, is it in the house because this is this very block some 150, 200 years ago? Well, let's make it 150. Is it within the Cabbage Town? It could be anywhere in North America, but I would like to think that since this picture is in the house, that it is somehow related to this locality. I'm somewhat tempted to try and exit through this opening without a glass divider, but I would not. I will take the proper set of stairs to my right. There's no glass here. Different wooden planks and landings everywhere. And we're making our way towards the exit. That's about it, folks.